Does this pedal look familiar to you? It probably would if I hadn't covered up the logo with tape. Why did I do that? Because this pedal is illegal. We're going to find out how and why together today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today we have yet another Demon FX pedal with yet another familiar logo. I'm going to tell you why this particular one you cannot buy it because it is illegal. And I'm going to give you the details of that, but first I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. If this channel was a sculpture, you'd say it has a chiseled physique, but only if the sculptor had Parkinson's disease. Celebrate mediocrity. But back to this pedal, yo. This particular one was sent to me for free. Now, if you notice, you didn't see that paid sponsorship, paid whatever little blurb on the YouTube. That's because I didn't mark this paid. How in the world am I doing that? This was sent to me for free, not so I could demo it and promo it on my channel. This was sent to me for free because this logo was a little too close to the Friedman design and logo, the graphics, and our friend Dave Friedman threw out a cease and desist order. So I'm actually friends with the US distributor of Demon FX. I bought that last pedal from him. So he can't sell these because he's a straight up guy. So he had a few he was gonna have to eat and he decided to send me one. So I'm actually doing the world a favor because I'm taking this illegal pedal out of circulation. Now I know you guys are looking for red meat and I'm gonna give it to you at the end of the video. But first, we're just gonna focus on the specifics. Now this pedal has, you know, the knobs just like the real one. It's got bass, treble, presence, volume, gain, and tight. Which tight is kind of like resonance, I guess. We'll find that out soon enough. Of course, like I say, the graphics look very, very similar to another pedal. It takes 9 to 18 volts right here in the back. So we're going to plug this into a very, very clean amp, the Fender Blues Jr. Throw a couple of guitars at it and see if this thing brings the metal. We are going to just simply open this just for a gut shot, and I'm also curious to see if this has the gain trim pot inside like the real one does. So we'll find out. What do we got in here? Oh, we can't see this one. That's kind of bogus. Everything is covered up in this bad boy, and it does appear that we have this trim pot here. So we're just going to go with the middle. All right, as usual, it's going to be a super awkward kind of reach over to twist the knobs here. I kind of know what they do. I've got Brittany in the shot. She is one of our GearGasms mascots along with Rick Allen. I think they'd make a great couple, in fact. Just to make that camera second picture more interesting, I've covered up the offending law-breaking logo. Hear that clean tone. Now I've got the gain all the way turned down, and on the real one, it purports to be able to do subtle to mind-bending gain. Let's see what we get. I can hear it. Normally when you turn gain all the way down, you don't hear anything, so.
Ooh, you suck.
Okay, so that is the gain all the way down. So let's fart with some EQ while the gain's all the way down. Let's do that bass first. We'll do the whole neck. All right, so now that we got the bass all the way up, let's do the tightness, which I'm going to assume is kind of like a resonance. That is untight. Flubster. So let's take it all the way out the other way. Let's see how much it makes a difference with it in the middle. Alrighty, so that's the tight, and of course we know what presence will do. Now that's presence and treble all the way up, and I don't hate that in the room. It seems like it's not real top end friendly. So of course, you know, bass and treble, they do what bass and treble do. Volume do what volume do. So let's play with the gain. Let's play with the gain. Halfway up. I got a better idea. Let's sweep the gain. So let's see. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I am not hearing an enormous amount of difference. Sure, you can shape your tone. Let's try it with some single coil action. Let's take the gain all the way back down. You could kind of call that like edge of breakup, the other edge of breakup, like on the other side, past words breaking up. It's on that edge. But as soon as you go up a little, I didn't like that segment. Now, to be fair, I've had problems with that particular set of pickups and high gain stuff, distortion pedals specifically. It's the JB and the 59, I don't understand it, but this guy's got Seymour's too, and they's a little different. Don't test me on what they are, forget. Of course, first. And again, that's with the gain turned all the way down. I'm probably gonna open this box up and I'm gonna hit that trim pot we saw earlier in there. I'm probably gonna pull that back a little bit because there's a lot. Right now, this thing does one thing, and that one thing is oof! To wit. Okay, let's turn down. Let's see if we can, how much bass we got. See there, doesn't feel like there's a lot of range in the gain there. You don't seem to hear it, but man, oh man, if you're not playing anything, you can hear it. it is. So let's try, let's go single coil here, peeps. Next single coil. All the way back. Now I could definitely hear that more with the single coil. It is what I would call a little bit more on the edge of breakup. See, it comes up so quickly, and I think we could probably control that with that trim pot, the range. I'm definitely going to pull that back. So I think that's where I really like it, about 10 o'clock. It's at 10, 9:30. That's kind of where I think it's a sweet spot for me. The reason I say that is it really allows the pickups to come through there still. You can tell that's at number 2 position. This here is double coil. Single coil. So yeah, it really, really lets the guitar tone breathe through in there. So yeah. Final thoughts, including the red meat you all have been looking for, the logo, the design, the graphics, the overall ethics of Chinese producers taking other established pedals and making copies, making parodies. Everybody I know, when we saw this logo, we all got nervous. Not only was the logo too close, we all know Dave Friedman's not somebody that you fuck with. Not legally, not personally. I wouldn't mess with him myself. I think he makes great amps. I've never tried any of his pedals. One day I hope to own one of his amps. So you don't want to piss him off. And I hope I'm not pissing him off by putting this pedal on YouTube. But you can't buy it. Now, as far as pedal legalities go, as far as I understand, you cannot patent an analog circuit, a pedal of any kind. You got to watch, though, with graphics, because the courts view graphics in terms and logos in terms of consumer confusion. That's the litmus test for whether this is a trademark infringement. So maybe they'll do a redesign on this. They could have been like clever and said Freedman. Come on! And called it Brownie Eye, OD. I don't know. You could get a little clever with this and still sort of let people know what you're going for, like they did with some of the JHS stuff that they did, without stomping all over somebody's intellectual property. So what did we learn today? We learned that this pedal perhaps needs to be adjusted inside, because this gain range doesn't really give you much that you can hear the difference past 10 o'clock, like a lot of metal amps. What we haven't learned yet is, will Dave Friedman ever do business with GearGasms? I think we already know the answer, whether I did this pedal video or not. Probably not. Loser! As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with me. Please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Tell all your ratty-ass ghetto Section 8 trailer park friends about GearGasms. We all know you have them. Maybe if they scrape up some money or they get that rapid refund, they can get a t-shirt. I don't know. It ain't no big whoop. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Kip Winger about it, because by now she's only 52, and even I wouldn't bang her.
This is your mom.
But play more guitar, watch less YouTube, and keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.